Hello, this is Gerald van Waas, an educational channel of demonstrations regarding the theory that changes letters into forms and why this works, how this works. It's not in this video. Some people really would like to see the house and not the way how a house is built, and I can understand, and then you can sense from there how well the house is built. I will go with the three first letters in my system because there's a system behind it, yeah. And the first three letters are T, A, and K, and I only know three letters that can combine them. Two words that can combine them. It's cat and tack. Cat is a Dutch word which means cat, and tack is a Dutch word which means branch. So let's go to the quick conclusions with just a little bit of explanations just to have the reference frame already. An architect can also say, oh yeah, I did this and this and this, and here's a house. Okay, so that's what I will do. And I will start with the most easiest method, and I think it's a good idea maybe from now on always start from there. I have developed a sign language which directly reflects the letters and the effect the letters will have. And that's easy because then we can sense it a little bit more easy. In a certain order, it will be sensed differently. And I will explain you how. I have the K, A, and T in sign language, a sign language signs. So the K, A, and T in this order, I have start from the K, go to the A, and go to the T, and you have that kind of effect. So K, A, and T. With the K, you break something apart. With the A, you have a firm form, and with the T, you touch something and you can sense it. That's basically cause and effect with the letters, how they are supposed to do. Our mind goes very quickly with letters, combines these letters, has reference frame, and that's basically as quickly as it goes. So what will be with the other word, tack, is the other way around. You start with the fine touch, go to the firm form and break something out of it. You can sense it if you perform it, but I can also show you what will happen and what will be the final effect. The final effect will be with K, that actually by breaking open the firm form immediately and then sense what is happening, you will actually emphasize the outer effect, the going outwards, and it will have the effect like this, and it will break open, and it will actually have already the frame inside of cat. It's an unconscious association, but it will work. Differently will be with tack, the other way, the branche. It goes to the touch, it goes inwardly to the firm form, and something will break out of it, and that will break out from the inside. So it will have the effect and immediately the association as you have that with branche or tack. That's how it works. Very easy. Then how can you put this into a form, and when you follow the theory very quickly, and why does it work with the theory as well? So because this derives from the theory. And why does this theory works as well? Because we visualize each word and as reference points in space. We have a space, you have here the horizon. The first thing we try to measure is the starting points. If it's further away or it moves away, you have the progress or the formation process. And then in the far corner you have the limits of it, and you see, okay, I can't go further and so on. And in each of these distinctions that you can make, you have letters there. So you have these letters, as you can see here. I have them here in the right order. But I will only talk about A, T, and K. Every word has these three sections, and these three sections are the same as a very quick view of going. You start from something you can see very clearly, less clearly, not clearly anymore. And all these variations that you can have are the letters. The A, T, and K are the first starting points in the system, which you can start from, which you can also progress with as a starting point, or with which you can make limits. Very easy, that's basically what it is. But each word has these three sections as well. We go very quickly in our mind, and we also go more quickly in our understanding from the letters and how they work together. And how does that work then with this frame of our vision of the world? This frame, which also makes a frame in each word with a start, a continuation, and a stop with its limits. And then we go back with the feedback and see immediately, oh yeah, that's what it was about, and this is the context, and now I know what it's about. That's the quick comprehension of words. We do that. It is very easy to understand that there's a starting point, something which develops, and an ending with limits. The letters have this order of reference as well. So A, T, and K are the same thing. A, T, and K, first, continuation, last. If you change the order, it will change the concept a little bit. So here the order is, if I want to make the same kind of references as the general frame, then the T is the second letter, as you see them down there, A, T, and K in the right order, but in this order we start from T, so the T is the lead, so the direction is the lead. The direction goes towards the A and then towards the K. The K is the ending, so that will not cause any problems for the interpretation. Is the ending, and it's about ending. But here we have the T lead, the direction will be led, and there you can find each element underneath. Just put them on top of each other. So you have this 1, 2, 3, and you have T, A, and K. Put T, A, and K on top, and you already have a very good clue in which direction the word will go. Here you see it will lead the direction, and you will find the elements that you need to work with. So the basic frame, you can see starting point, direction, and ending point. So to understand now A, T, and K, just the positions alone is not enough. I already said it has to be about direction. There are 3 directions, and each direction also fit with each of these letters, or I can find them underneath the letters, as you can have expressed there, A, T, and K. Underneath the A is horizontal, underneath the T is the vertical, underneath the K is the diagonal. When do you need them? The basics is that they are always there, but the basics are that we are talking about starting points all the time. So we have to find starting points underneath it if it's needed, if it's emphasized. So that's a slight shift of attention that you already hear because of this order. T is the starting point of the order, so it's also extra. It gives you an extra direction, an idea where you have to go to, and so on. The second position also is about direction, so it's all about direction. So let's emphasize these directions of T, E, and K, and I know immediately what the word is about. So T, A, and K, I put the directions to it, and I know what it is. I have here the tag or the branche And like I predicted it with the sign language, it indeed goes from inside, a little bit more from inside out to the outside, as compared to cat, which is the other way around. So let's go to cat. Cat, you see, has a different order. You start from the K, go to the A, to the T. If I put them on top of 1, 2, 3, I can see that there is development towards the A. So the A, or the starting point, is more dominating here, and it's also a development towards the starting point. So I will also, the starting points, by the way, and how we look for the starting points are estimations, and it's even more in estimations. We try to estimate the placement, the coordination, before we can come to a conclusion. So we're basically trying, if you see that the A is continuing into the second position, then we are trying. That's something you can make from just using this method of putting the order on top of each other, and then we can understand how our mind quickly works and quickly deals with. And maybe you could say, yeah, but my mind doesn't cope with that. Yes, it copes with start, continue, finish. And because A is as a reference in your back of the mind, as it is always the start, it's the beginning. The beginning begins with A, and so on. There's a whole set of reasons. I said not too much talk about how the architect built the house in this video. I wanted to have it short. The focus on this word KET is not on the, so you have 3 levels, so the A, T and K. That K is the 3rd level, so it's also compared to the 3rd frame, the limits. So I start from the limits. You can see what kind of limits do we have. We also start from the outer frame, so it's the limit of our vision. We start from the outer frame, so from the borders. In the border is the K, somewhat in the middle is the T, and clearly completely in the middle is A. And we can form this case, because we start from the K, we start to form forms from the outside frame, diagonal then as well, to the inner side, which the T, which is basically fitting within a square-like form, and the A will fit into round forms. But what we have concluded already, how do we form our vision, how the A or the form or the starting point looks like? It is based upon the starting from the limit, go towards the frame of the square, of the inner square. And then we have a couple of variations that we can make there, and we have a cool cat here, as you can see, without even having need of any round forms. As long as we use this equation, let's say, it will also make very easily forms that will fit with cat. That's all for the short version. Thanks for watching. This was Gerald van Was. There's a website too with a list of words and demonstrations, and there's a YouTube channel to subscribe to. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.